God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I need to talk to you about Sister Matilda. No. I warned you not to go into the library. I should have known you wouldn't listen. What happened to Sister Matilda was tragic. What did happen to Sister Matilda? The records only said that she left the Abbey for some time. I omitted the details from our written records for several reasons, none of them noble. Lorenz the Baron tried to seduce Sister Matilda. She rebuked him several times. So one morning he attacked her in the meadow on her way to town. He dragged her into the woods. Sister Matilda is a strong woman, but her resistance was met with violence. When pilgrims to the shrine found her, she had been beaten so badly she could barely move. I'm assuming the Baron didn't suffer any consequences for this attack. No, I knew he wouldn't. I also knew that bringing the attack to the attention of Father Matthias would put him in an impossible position. The Baron would suffer no consequences, but the Abbot would have refused his continued patronage. I concealed the assailant's identity from Father Abbot and had Sister Matilda taken to a hermitage near Mittenwald, which is a small municipality known for its transalpine routes between Augsburg, Innsbruck, and Milan. Massive amounts of coin and trade passed through Mittenwald. She stayed there until under the care of sisters until she recovered and could return. How did Sister Matilda feel about seeing the Baron again? Andreas, if you want me to tell you that I think Sister Matilda killed the Baron, I won't. Seeing him was hard for her, of course. She defended her virtue from the Baron, but her injuries were severe. Her body recovered in time, her mind, I don't know if it ever will. She still fights him in her dreams. She wakes in the night, screaming, soaked in her own sweat. So it affected her, yes. It still affects her. That doesn't mean she wanted to kill the Baron. It certainly doesn't mean she actually did. Sister Matilda is a faithful servant and friend of Christ. I believe that truly, Andreas. She is respected and beloved by this community for good reason. I think Brother Voislav knew the Baron attacked her. He cautioned me against bringing her up with the Archdeacon. No, he didn't know. Perhaps it will come to light now the Baron has been murdered, but she didn't tell him before. I see. Do not mention Sister Matilda to the Archdeacon, Andreas. I do not believe she would have done this. Of course. God bless you, Andreas. Yeah, I don't think she would have done it. I think we kind of end up in the same situation. I'm not going to talk to Matilda about it. Right. Is there anyone in the guest house we can talk to? I feel like... Why not? I think it would have been better if it had been a bit more kind of like, here are the options you've kind of found, rather than just, oh, I've got some time to do something, or I can go. Wait, something has just popped up. Why has something just popped up? This has to be the grave of Lucky's Agnes daughter. Yeah, that's not new information. Master Marlowe, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. I'm afraid I have other engagements at the moment. I understand. Some other time, perhaps. Okay, so there's just somewhere to eat, so we can gain some information about the Baron. But I need the weapon. Nope. And if I can't get the brother I need, which is Volkbert, I believe, we then need to find Otto. Where does Otto live? Who is Otto? That's probably the next question to ask. Otto. Otto Zimmerman. Otto. He might only want to do it in the night mode. So Otto Zimmerman. So he's kind of by the town commons. And yeah, this is the thing, is he might only go, ooh, we should do it at... That's old Otto. I don't want old Otto, I want young Otto. Where is young Otto? You know? Andres, care to eat dinner with me and Otto? I can't just now, Otto, but thank you. As you like. Oh, is he in the house then? Ah, there you are. Did you have dinner plans, Andres? Want to join me and Dad at our table? No. Okay, right, we're doomed. We're actually doomed. I feel a little bit... Yeah, I feel like... Yeah. I feel like I've kind of done what the game has told me to, and that has hurt me, and I'm never a fan of that in games. Where it feels like the game is kind of... I don't want to say tricked me, but, oh, this is my first playthrough. Oh, right, okay, so I need to go and eat. And that just advanced the clock. That just... I get a little bit of conversation and that's it. When actually it's, oh no, you're meant to run around and do your investigations then. I think I have to do this. Which means then we're going to get... I mean, what's the time? I'm out. I mean, no time. Sure thing. How do I find the time? Nope. I don't know what the times are off the top of my head. Game. Glossary. Sext. Corresponding to noon, one of the little hours effect followed by dinner. So is that... And it was Nones, which I think is the one after, but this won't tell me. Corresponding to 3 PM. We might potentially have time after this. I don't think so, but whatever. I'd appreciate that, thank you. I wouldn't. We're in trouble. I don't feel like I've had enough time to do a proper investigation. Which is partly because of the going to bed and everything when I was told to by the game. How you feeling? Hand's been killing me, back's been killing me, knee's been killing me. Want some advice? Don't get old. I think about death. I hope you find some relief soon. Only relief coming my way is death, I suspect. The farmer's fate ages you beyond your years. Just look at my boy here. Works too hard, he does, but what choice does he have? None, with the abbot breathing down my neck. I tell you, he wants me to replace the roof on his house next. Didn't you just replace the one in the scriptorium? Yeah, and I made a mess of my shoulder doing it. The way that Gernot orders me around, you'd think I'm one of his little monks. He works you like a dog and says it's for the glory of the Lord. It's not right. Yeah, well, it's the working like a dog and probably not really caring much about the payment. No, it's not, I agree. Easy enough for you to say when it's my work that keeps you warm when you're scribbling away in that scriptorium. Apologies, that was not Christian of me to put that on you, but neither am I wrong. The abbot's bad, but the miller might be worse. That Leonard's been screwing us for years with his toll. Never spoken to him. Is he really... I have spoken to... Okay, now... Oh, now I'm getting a bit mad. Like, it's not even factoring in the fact... I have spoken to him. How can you... Like, it's... I'm already at a point where I'm not liking... Where I'm starting to not like the investigative thing. Because it's not on a kind of event-based timer. Like, at least Last Express, which has a kind of... Which does have this kind of... Things advance regardless, and it's timer based rather than when you pick up information. That lets you jump back in time when you've kind of messed up so badly you can't do anything, which is what I feel we've done. Like, we're not going to be able to go to the Archdeacon with a "this is who did it," which annoys me. I've never spoken to him. Is he really so bad? I have. Okay, that's what it was. That annoys me as well, because I have, and the game should kind of have a note and remember. He's worse than you know, or will ever have to know being a visitor, for which you should thank the Lord. Imagine your only income for the year was in the wheat you could grow in the summer, and the miller determines how much it costs you to grind it into flour. What if you have a poor season? What if the miller raises his toll? What if everyone has a great season and there's too much flour to make any money with? The farmers are at the mercy of the weather, the church, the miller. Two of us are beyond their power to influence. But the miller is their neighbour. He sees them struggle. He should help them. But not Leonard Mueller. He only takes more. I'm going to let him go. I didn't mean to berate you, Andreas, but I have strong feelings about the man. God willing, Leonard will meet justice in this life or the next. Lord willing. On to more pleasant pastures, eh? You see any of those nuns while you were working, Otto? Dad. I remember that Cecilia woman being pleasant to look at back when I worked up there. Do you pay much attention to the nuns, old Otto? Oh, I pay attention to everything now that I can't work. Lots to see in the world. Like nuns. I don't think I'll quibble about things. Other pretty sisters up there as well. Sometimes they catch the wrong man's eye. Shame what happened to that one a while back. Glad she came back, though. Sister Matilda, I had... Alright, so you remember I picked that one up? Sister Matilda, she had a run-in with the Baron. So you remember I've learnt that, but not that I've talked to the miller. We knew she was attacked, heard rumours the Baron was responsible. We never learned the details, Abbey business and all. Still, pretty woman since she came back, but her kind eyes turned some kind of sad. You've already heard all of the town's secrets since you've been to the spinning bee. Right, listen to those women gossip is enough to send any man running. Hey son, I need to lay down. Why don't you say goodbye to your friend here? Sorry, Andreas, the old man needs his rest. No, Otto, can I borrow you? Thank you for having me. As an honest, we are summoned, and I need to go to the chapter house to meet the Archdeacon. Can I not grab Otto? No, Otto, I need you. Otto! That's probably something like you get him to do it, and he goes, I'll do it at night. Oh, there we are. Hey, Andres. No, I need... I'm getting angry with the game. Yeah, I don't like the way this has worked out, because I don't have any information. I don't have enough information to know exactly who did it. All of the evidence we have seems to point... Why did I go this way? What's the point? Seems to point to... seems to point to Faranek. But it's like, oh, to prove it, you have to have the murder weapon. The abbot doesn't. For Brother Piero. Brother Piero had a knife, but we know he was hit on the head with a blunt weapon. I don't know. Right, I mean, admittedly, it might be that in those days, archdeacons and abbots thought that knives were blunt. I don't know. I don't know. So the game is... I think this is what annoys me, is the game is saying, to prove guilt, I need something that that other characters don't need to prove. And they're ignoring the information that they have. I just don't like this. I'm now getting annoyed. Which is frustrating, because up to this point I was enjoying it. And it's also the kind of, oh, you have to go and do things in the kind of these bits of time, you know, like it's not going to let me do anything at this point. So whatever. Wow, this is the enjoyment has just switched. But yeah, it's like why can't I access the stuff I need? Right, okay, let's try and chat with some of the people here. Maybe they'll give me something. God bless you, Andreas. No, give me stuff. Good day, Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you. God bless you. I can't find Volkbert, and Otto won't respond. So it might just be that the game's like, well, no, you've messed it up too badly. Which really annoys me. Like, I can't find... Oh, you need these two people to help you. Volkbert. Oh, no, it's too late. He's already... Okay, this annoys me. I'd rather he weren't here. Because now that he's here, it's like, why can't I ask him to do that? Oh, because it's now. Like, because you never have in detective stories, detectives show up all muddy and dirty for the denouement and go, haha, look, I found this piece of evidence. That never happens in investigative stories and detective mysteries and whatever. This doesn't make any... I don't like this. I don't like the way this is being done now. I love the kind of background stuff. I love some of the puzzles we've had. I love that you're kind of traveling around and kind of interacting with the community. But for that kind of solving this mystery, really not enjoying it. Like, because it's like, I'm assuming that, well, I'm assuming with the Archdeacon and with the timer we had, this is it. And I know, before people comment, oh, but you had all these options to do more investigations. But the game said, I need to find somewhere to eat. I need to find somewhere to sleep. It wasn't, I should find somewhere to sleep, but I could do some investigating. Or, I should go and eat, but I can go and talk to people. It was, no, I need to do this. Right. Whatever. That's where I am with this game, is whatever. Whatever happens, happens, and I can't care. Please state your name for our records. Recently of Ghent. Like, which one's the most useful? Oh, they've already got the Executioner. I'm not Master Artist, so I shouldn't say that. Andreas Mahler, artist, recently of Ghent. Really? What brought you all the way to Upper Bavaria? Heading back to Nuremberg to finish my... it's the end of my Wanderjahre. Heard the Abbey had some wonderful books. When I learned they had need of an artist, I decided to stay a while. Very well, thank you. Arnold, please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence.